For 20 years, PHA has been at the forefront of crisis communications, helping brands, leaders and institutions to navigate an increasingly complex landscape. In this special edition of the Reputation Report, our team look at some of the key trends and pivotal crises that have shaped reputation management over the past 2 decades. Of course, today's media landscape is very different. 20 years ago, the mainstream media controlled the news agenda, the tabloids were feared, and privacy laws were still evolving. Today, social media spreads information and misinformation instantly, and the line between truth and rumour is ever thinner. But nevertheless, knowing how stories play out in the media remains as important as ever in controlling your reputation. And while there's been many changes in the media landscape, the other key trend has been the explosion of online reputation into a whole new arena. Let's hand over to Harry to explain more.
When PHA started in 2005, social media barely existed. Now, you can't escape it. Reputations are no longer solely sculpted by editors sat in smoky offices, they're co-authored by millions of voices online. Messages are amplified, dissected, contested in real time. That, naturally, has been harder to control. But it's not all been a headache for reputation managers like us, because it's also become a tool of control, a way to tell your story your way. That story has often involved values, something brands are increasingly being vocal about, which of course is fraught with its own dangers, as Robin will now tell you.
For a long, long time, brands have focused laser-like on one thing. What they produce, what comes off the production line, or what the service they are providing is, their expertise, their insight. But now your customers want more. They want to know what you stand for. There is value in chief executives' values. But with that as well, over the last decade, comes jeopardy. What is the moment where you stand forward and have your say? Well, some chief executives have come up against the worst case scenario, that phenomenon of the last decade, cancel culture. Now Fred's going to tell you a bit more about that.
When we started, cancel culture didn't exist, but today it's a powerful force. Hashtags, social media pylons and instant outrage can destroy reputation in just a few hours. The trick is knowing when to stay silent, when to respond, and how to maintain credibility in a world that never sleeps.
These trends aren't just academic.
Over the last 20 years, we've seen some unforgettable crises.
From PR disasters to corporate meltdowns.
Let's take a look.